Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Engineer Hussein Mosapi, and in this video we'll be looking at how to determine the percentage composition by mass given the chemical formula. So before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Alright, so if you want to determine the percentage composition, we have a formula that we use. Percentage composition by mass is equal to the mass of the element that is in 1 mole of that particular compound, in 1 mole of the compound, divided by the molar mass of the particular compound in which the element belongs to, times 100%. Yeah, like that. So this is the formula that you use to determine the percentage composition by mass. So let us look at examples to understand how questions are phrased. So examples. Well, let's just look at one example. I'll just try and explain to a point that you can understand. Say we're being told to say calculate the percentage composition by mass of each element in the following compound. Or could also be molecules. Alright, so let's start with water. Let's start with water. So we know this is water, isn't it? So let us try and calculate the percentage composition by mass of each element. So the steps that we have to follow is that we first have to calculate the molar mass of the compound. So step 1, calculate the molar mass of compound. Alright, so since it's H2O, we will get first the individual masses of the elements. So we'll get for hydrogen. So what is the mass number of hydrogen? That is 1.008 times the number of atoms, which is 2, giving us 2.016. Moving on to oxygen. The mass of oxygen is 16 times the number of atoms, which is 1. This will just give us 16. We do up the total. The total will give us 18.016. So that is the molar mass of the compound. Then what we need to do is to separate the mass of the individual atoms. That's step 2. So step 2, separate the mass of the individual atoms. So we have hydrogen 2, which is having the mass of 2.016, then oxygen, which is having 16, then the entire thing, which is H2O, is having 18.016. Then after that, we can now calculate the composition. Calculate the percentage composition. So we'll start with the percentage composition by mass of hydrogen. So we said that H2 divided by H2O times 100%, which is percentage composition of hydrogen, which would be 2.016 divided by 18.016 times 100%. If we compute this percentage composition by mass of hydrogen, will be, if you compute that, you will get your value to be 11.19005329. Therefore, the percentage composition by mass of hydrogen is equal to 11.19. So that is the percentage composition of hydrogen. Then we can do the same for the percentage composition of oxygen. So percentage composition by mass of oxygen is equal to, for the oxygen, we say O over H2, O times 100%. So the percentage composition by mass of oxygen will be the mass of oxygen, which is 16 divided by 18.016 times 100. So the percentage composition by mass of oxygen will be 88.80994671. 7. Therefore, percentage by mass of oxygen will just be 88.81%. Like we had 11.19% there. So you can prove this. If you add 8.81 to 11.19%, you get 100%. Let's look at the last compound. Say we have C3H4O2. Suppose we have this. So this is actually referred to as propanoic acid. So let us follow up the steps. So let's calculate the molar mass. So we start with carbon 3. We have the mass of carbon to be 12.01 times the number of atoms 3, giving us 36.03. We look at hydrogen. Hydrogen 4, because it has 4 atoms, so it's going to be 1.008 times 4 atoms, which should be 4.032. Then oxygen 2, which would be 16 times 2, giving us 32. If we sum up this, we get 72.062, like that. Then we can calculate the percentage composition. We can start by the percentage composition of carbon, which is going to be carbon 3 over C3H4O2 times 100%. So percentage composition by mass of carbon will be the mass of the element carbon, which is 36.03, divided by the molar mass, which is 72.062, times 100%, which will be the percentage composition by mass of carbon will be equivalent to 49.99861231. All right, so therefore the percentage composition by mass of carbon. So in most cases, if you're finding a percentage composition, try and round off your answers to 3 decimal places, because if you want to prove in some cases you won't bring 100%, so try and leave your values to 3 decimal places. So this will be 49.999%. This will be the percentage composition of carbon. Then we can look for the percentage composition by mass of hydrogen, which would be H4 over C3 H4O2 times 100%. So percentage composition by mass of hydrogen will be the mass of hydrogen, which is 4.032 over 72.062 times 100. Then the percentage composition by mass of H4 is equal to, compute this will give us 5.59518192. Therefore, percentage by mass of hydrogen. Okay, so let's put 3 there, 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. So this will be 5.595%. Then let's look for the last percentage composition of oxygen. You can always pause the video and try to attempt it on your own. Then let us try and look for the percentage composition by mass of oxygen, which will be O2 over C3, sorry about the 3, C3H4 O2 times 100%. So percentage by mass of O2 will be equivalent to 32 over 72.062 times 100%. So percentage composition by mass of O2 will be 44 44.40620577. Therefore, the percentage composition by mass of O2 will be 44.406%. You sum them up, you will get your percentage to be 100, which means that the composition is correct. If you have queries, you can reach me on WhatsApp on the line 077 149 5252. Remember, slow progress is better than no progress, and let us strategize before becoming a statistic, and let us push for that A+.